Tata Tony Odi examiner in the jumbo pair draw. The put in the only shing to sing with the test chido was the two good and damn the poor. So the little correlation calculate current ratio, as would say where the current ratio say what is raw. So down the contest sexual now. The water information state or deal at Tane on the sexuals slash raw. So on the balance sheet the Yabu motion or raw tampodella. So ne current ratio which formula the how good current so current ni on the asset or liability current ratio. This one in a the item that some also current asset tongu marta. Ra amena cousin nation of dom de to china dom domela get to so condensed with children. So on the same way the cardana balance sheet formattation of data total asset ratio fixed tangible asset ratio shareholders fund ratio non-current liability ratio non-current investment ratio that the two ratio dinane asset khandire liability khandire the how go sure ra item the call the how go so the rob chu chi ti chi in the law so nga do yan ju mo go tone anzu khajere balance sheet chu chi ti ra so balance sheet which left side la khare asset yore so konda liability yore right side la asset yore so the total asset la the kha yore la na total asset na diwala yorwa total of asset niga total of asset la na de gorwa liability kya min durwa chikparwa under khazur resha na 5 lakh resha so 5 lakh on the both side this yamata this item thangbodi new the fixed tangible asset and pay raw fixed asset or the khardulana tangible resha thong thwe gyo labo chang thwe gyo le ro ta thong thwe gyo le tangible khazur resha 2.5 lakh resh this is item number 1 is done 2 is done somebody khardulana shareholders fund that the call asset side yore liability side yore so the balance sheet shing wa di shira occasion por tang su pj da gyun chang yin chama almost 30 year less circuit wa BCom na bb na 30 year less circuit in some da gyun balance sheet ta da do ko yo do jire anyway shareholders fund the liability side la yore wa share capital din la go wa so 3.2 lakh rish this wa third item is done now fourth non-current liability let us say pay lesser non-current liability and liability side later non-current liability khazushalana 1.3 lakh rish this wa tas shiva sangawadi chikta non-current investment non-current resha investment is something nganzu ki company shamba chi nangla invest chi jagedo nganzu ki the company shamba share new shag bond new shag debenture new shag khare negi zero non current investment chi so dinga ju chi khar chadu la na asset chi chadu so non current investment the asset char is 1.5 lakh tata le der talo missing information ta dus station na ngaju khala jam de chawa de ta dina missing information khare tela missing information chi yore tela missing information chi yore tela right side la khare yola na missing information the most probably ta 5 lakh di changwa dom na 5 lakh in la war wa so 5 lakh wa total asset 5 lakh minus khare do tiniga thin suna khazur 2 3 4 lakh reshwa tene thando gidal balancing figure jil hagdo wa tik khazur dulana 1 lakh resh this 1 lakh redu tadi 1 lakh de khare na lawreshi na most probably wa current asset rate this wa chikwa jigya liability side la dikhaju to 3 lakh 4 lakh 30,000 50,000 so total asset khajur shana 5 lakh resha ne khajur sa 4 lakh 50,000 resh so khanda dela ya missing information chitu amount chik balancing figure chitu balancing figure di khajur shana 50,000 resh reda 3 4 4 like 50,000. So the balancing figure the khari inside lana current liability inside khande yago chance chamaswa do so total asset ge formula thanda kyu shing do dostana marda tadarwa total asset the khande sel lana yamana the sangodom raw fixed asset plus current assets raw fixed asset non current investment ki fixed asset se 90 wota exactly as a fixed asset lay mar maturba so the non current asset plus current asset this is Thomson fixed asset a total asset raw yamana ngazo endela net worth shareholders fund plus liability yang khare shareholders fund plus liability total asset so sada damete ta khane ngazo khata la na current asset dan current liability which value da raw so the shaya chu puchre current assets khajur to 1 lakh current liability 50,000 raw the 00 cancel chasuna 5 1 so 5 5 2 sa 10 so it is 2:1 gauge ratio ratios so current ratio 2:1 ratios which is an ideal ratio this one good is to shinda the ratio analysis now la khatu na ge susu leba dirwa thongs chorta samlu tishi kacham board tang chire ro answer to chite ta di chosum ba di chikchi ro tata leba di tish chi dangs chinama to thanda ratio analysis le di tish tricky chaw dara antema chi go na ro ne yang kyu ratio re ro so samlo di khanju mo ju thong tang utalo so da thewa kurna chi khandi kurgi la ta da nyama nyedo ni sangi lo la dile gyore 2 marks na ende do chi le yin bar talo so dina khala sha current ratio 2.3 resha current ratio 2.3 resha azu che women do da tesha working capital ra 1,50,000 resha azu che go di kharshana na calculate the amount of current assets tang current liability che le to so chungsa working capital kharre to 1,50,000 rish so thanda the question sama kharlan ni kran ju da ratio analysis che di chedang shen ge build up to chire lo so the thona kharite wadi ngam given nan taking ro thangbu ngam ju khali thangbu information take you chu le ro thine chikta da di jang ju chikchina khali thongai go ju ta di question di ju yangsi mangmong so china ma to yan di lebana lamsa ling ma ta lo so given kharishana current ratio is equal to 2.5 ro the current ratio di ni entity ro which can be expressed as current ratio is equal to current ratio formula current assets divided by current liability which is 2.5 ro 2.5 la sambal khala wore divide the word la 1 year la liability 1 in na current assets the 2.5 ratio la wota the odeta this beauty the ratio is beauty so 2.5 divided by 1 ratio la wota this way so therefore khala wore the current asset the 2.5 ratios current liability the 1 ratios and it was la wota the additional information chero ta dinyela jina thangbo de na nyela ro working capital formula shengres working capital la sambala current assets ta dina current assets yorda current assets minus current liability dirwa and answer already given khazur shadna 1,50,000 dish so chungse 1,50,000 ro so khala wore current assets na ne current liability ma thindu chambala thando gingu la bala khazul hagd na current assets pumchi ta tonang apchul hagdus deswa nganzula thanda khartul na equation chitura equation kharsala na current assets minus current liability is equal to 1,50,000 dish to the 2 la na diksare so the 1 la na diksarwa equation to the ended ochresh tin on the variable lerwa variable le samal ngom machine wala na tirta ngom machine we item manda ni do so khatu na yang zo khacho la variable dam da manda ni do chi na chik swe gi thap shi tang ro so chik swe dang de khande swe na di la na current assets is equal to 1 like 50 ro minus de do phala transfer tang ore shi na khacha do de plus current liability ta yo pe cha so ta da current assets khande do ji re shala na current liability kan la 1 like 50 domna and current asset ratio ro tirang ro so the equation number 3 do sta shana solution se tata ning ju pe ta ta the equation dirang phu del tang sunna ro ani ning ju pe solve char khalan nga jul khar ko to current assets ko do de nang la chik ta bor ta chik ra sunna shamba de ra ro nga ju del khar do current assets do ko ju da so phage di current asset di chabla nga ju di current asset value di put china phai nang la ro let's say put ro current asset is equal to 1 like 50 plus current liability in equation 1 lana riksa ro equation 1 tada so equation 1 khara to current ratio is equal to current assets divided by current liability is equal to 2.5 tadi meow solution disa in the ro tadi shira ko samare tada ni khala so current assets sabla di put shisha shows the so current assets sabla 1 like 50,000 raw 1 like 50,000 plus current liability divided by the current liability is equal to 2.5 and the line divided by 198 so see cross multiplication do chewre shina khachare cross multiplication chishingirwa so 2.5 current liability is equal to 1 like 50,000 plus current liability tadi jalta so ni ki the current liability thi sutang na di da to 2.5 current liability to transfer tang na minus current liability is equal to 1 like 50,000 lagorwa so dela 1 year lagorwa so 2.5 cl minus 1 cl is equal to khajula na khajure ro khajure 1.5 cl ro so 1.5 cl is equal to 1 like 50,000 so cl is equal to 1 like 50,000 the madwa sherwa maduna divided by 1.5 so cl is equal to 1 like 50,000 divided by 1.5 let's samala 1 lakh char right so current liability is equal to 1 lakh current liability is equal to 1 lakh the current liability rasta anjula right the current liability is value the khala purchina dir right current liability thongjish to khala purchina dir let's put it equation number khache equation number tilche right current assets minus current liability is equal to 1 like 50 like that so current liability value also how go over current assets minus 1 like is equal to 1 like 50,000 dasha khala purchina chik part lo value chik pach gyan so also current liability 1 like resha so current assets khachorela na current assets is equal to 1 like 50 ra the part transfer tang plus 1 like therefore current assets is equal to khachas 2 like 50,000 2 like 50,000 so we have our current assets and current liability ninga raswa Tata imachena taurwa. Thai khalasha current ratio is equal to 2.5 rata. 2.5 re lasha. So basically khala ore kisi current liability ti 1 in na ra current asset ti 2.5 raise la wata tata ge current liability ti 1 lakh in na 1 lakh na current assets ti khajuru do 2 lakh 50,000 tadi cancel tang su na ra ti kang di le hoer li do this cancel tang su na li do 2.5 so therefore proof shasa is equal to 2.5 ra ti shiring budo chayo si re ra ta miring ore ki chidang damita yore thanda del ni ki thangbo kharse re current asset se so kyunzo current liability se so kyunzo yang current assets se na ti ra ta khanda current assets se ore shin na 2,50,000 di nyela ra re and di jale yang put che chu push re ta changme samdang dang damita yore ra khatu yin ki khare kising anzo la unknown figure current liability minus current assets is equal to 1,50,000 do you know khashir khatu na ki variable chik la gyure try shoot current liability ti current assets nam to compare china khatu chire shas to chira so current assets kan la pum jida tong up judan ma current liability chik re shalet so what into do variable chik la gyur to na ta one variable ta two variable equation do lerwa so del gyur to na yakor one variable the two variable example la there nyamang azula bra gabla and the do chirwa pensation x plus y is equal to 2,500 to china so the variable nearwa variable ni the variable check like you read so x is equal to 2,500 minus y doch so x la pawing also khashire y the convert shishar and the x is value the palu doch so the khalere variable ni the check like you runash kuzu da odi da dochi as the ratio analysis na mangushra chitwa and the tarai and kids doubt do you reshina injimichi chawatang rochi ra this tricky yo the lo some damage tang wochi de and practice chi de na ran keep to it wa oh yeah ne and test later current ratio nong na to the chala to sum doji chi sang doji sra ani chala ya lobsen ti thi chi oh yeah